Welcome to my YouTube channel, Road Rider, everyone. Today I've got something special lined up, an in-depth look at the 2025 Kawasaki W230 ABS. I rode it, studied the specs, and in this video script we'll go deep. Engine, design, comfort, pros and cons, and whether this bike is worth your money. Let's get rolling. First off, what is the W230 ABS? Kawasaki has expanded its legendary W series, the retro classics, into the 230cc class. The W230 is Kawasaki's attempt to bring that timeless W styling, relaxed ride, classic charm, into a lighter, more accessible package that can appeal to newer riders or those who want something vintage-looking without the bulk. Total Motorcycle Plus 2 Rider Magazine Plus 2 engine and performance. The W230 is powered by a 233cc air-cooled 4-stroke SOHC single-cylinder engine. Total Motorcycle Plus 2 Kawasaki Plus 2 bore and stroke are 67.0 x 66.0 mm. Compression ratio about 9.01. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 peak torque is around 14 lb-ft, 19 Nm, at 5,800 RPM. Power is modest. This isn't a high-revving monster. It's tuned to provide strong low and mid-range pull. Total Motorcycle Plus 2 Kawasaki Plus 2 transmission is 6-speed with return shift. Final drive by chain. Total Motorcycle Plus 1. What this means on the road, you won't be blasting past superbikes, but you will have a smooth, manageable ride in everyday urban traffic, country roads, etc. The torque curve is designed so you don't need to wring it out. Good pull in the lower revs. That's ideal for relaxed cruising and beginners. Chassis, handling, and suspensions. The frame is a semi-double cradle steel frame. Solid, tried and true for retro bikes. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 front suspension. 37mm telescopic fork. Rear. Twin shocks with some spring preload adjustability. Not fully adjustable shocks or upside-down forks, but enough for what this bike is meant for. Total Motorcycle Plus 2 Rider Magazine Plus 2 dimensions. Weight and ergonomics. Seat height is low, 29.3 inches, 745 millimeters. Total Motorcycle Plus 2 Ultimate Motorcycling Plus 2 Curb. Wet weight is about 315.2 lbs, 143 kilos. Dry weight somewhat less. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 fuel tank holds Bakker 3.1 gallons, 12L. Enough for moderate range. Total Motorcycle Plus 1. Ergonomically, the W230 is built for comfort and confidence. Upright riding position, slim body where knees grip the tank. Reachability to ground is good for many riders because of the seat height. Vibration reduction is helped by a gear-driven balancer and chunkier flywheel, so you don't feel every bump excessively. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 styling and aesthetic appeal. Retro classic styling is the star here. The W230 draws inspiration from Kawasaki's W series heritage, like the old W1, etc. Big cylinder head cooling fins, large, rounded with machined tips, chrome details, pea-shooter muffler, teardrop fuel tank, spoked wheels, classic curves. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 lighting is modern. LED headlight, quality behind the classical look. The instrument cluster mixes analog dials, speed, tachometer, with a small LCD for odometer, trip, clock. Total Motorcycle Plus 1 pros. What it does well. Great for beginners or city commuters. Light, manageable, not intimidating. Because of torque and lower revs, you don't always need to rev high. Styling is a strong pull. If you love retro motorcycles, Royal Enfield, old Japanese classics, but want more reliability and a modern setup, this fits well. Standard ABS is a safety bonus, especially for wet, slippery roads. Comfort for short to moderate rides is good. Upright position, low seat helps. Simple engine design, air-cooled, few moving parts, means potentially lower maintenance costs compared to high-revving liquid-cooled bikes. Cons, what could be better power is limited. Highway speeds or long overtakes will require pushing the engine harder. For someone who rides often on highways or wants more top end, this might feel underpowered. Suspension is basic. The shocks are preload adjustable, but no damping adjustment. If you're riding rough roads, heavy loads, or want sporty handling, this is not top class. Seat comfort might not be for everyone over long distances. Testers have mentioned firmness. Also, vibration, while mitigated, can still be noticeable. especially above certain RPMs. Ultimate motorcycling. Some missing modern conveniences. No gear indicator in many reports. No fuel gauge. Instead, indicator / warning lamp for low fuel. Ultimate motorcycling price could be a concern depending on market. For what you get, it has value. But when compared to rivals, or if import duties are high in your country, cost can escalate. Real-world riding and feel, from real user and test reports. In town, around curves, or in urban settings, the W230 feels nimble. Turning circle is decent, handling is forgiving. On twisty roads, it can lean decently, though it won't carve like a sport bike. On longer rides or open highways, vibration, wind, and limited top speed become more evident. Also, throttle feel. There's reporting that throttle is a little stiff or the clutch has a later engagement. Takes some getting used to. But once comfortable, these aren't deal breakers. Ultimate motorcycling comparisons as rivals. Some natural rivals would be other retro 250-300cc bikes, Royal Enfield Classic 350, though much more torque, presence. But heavier, less modern in some ways. Small Japanese standard bikes, perhaps smaller versions of cruisers. In many of those, W230 will be lighter, more modern features, EFI ABS, but lagging on outright torque and power. If your priority is heritage plus style plus ease plus maintenance, W230 shines. If priority is power, straight line speed, long highway rides, rivals might be better. Pricing and value in the U.S. MSRP is about $5,599 total motorcycle. That price reflects a somewhat premium for retro styling plus Kawasaki build quality, ABS, etc. Depending on taxes, import fees, dealers in your region, the cost might be much more. You'll want to consider maintenance, service network, parts availability. For some buyers, that premium is worth it. For others, maybe less so. Verdict. The 2025 Kawasaki W230 ABS is a beautiful blend of classic styling and modern reliability. It's not trying to be a sport bike nor a long-haul tourer. Instead, it stakes its claim as a stylish, fun, approachable standard retro bike. If I were to recommend it, go for the W230 ABS if you want style, simplicity, and a relaxed ride. If you can live with modest power and aren't going to push it hard on highways, this bike will reward you with charm, ease of ownership, and aesthetic appeal. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.